Hey folks, happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing good. I usually do these every couple of weeks, these Saturday night hangs. I'm only going to be able to do them for, I think I might be able to get one, maybe two more in, and then the gigs start, and then I'll be doing this in front of people. So, so hopefully I can knock a few out, and hopefully I will be doing it in front of people for the rest of the year. But anyways, let me just say hello to the folks that have popped in, and give me a one if you guys can hear me okay. We got Mr. Quentin James stepping away from Star Trek, much appreciated. I know I know that's hard to do. uh, Lars Guitars is in here. Hey Mitch, how are you? There's Rick, how are you? Randy Greer, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. There's Don. One, cool. And if you can hear that, let me know if you can hear the guitar as well. Just sound like it's a little bit out of tune there. Yeah, it's a problem. I keep going. We got new strings, and you keep going from E flat to E, and it does go out on you. So there we go. Alrighty, so Six String Brian, how's it going? William De Silva, how are you? So with Don in here, so nice hat, thanks. Yeah, I got it special. It only took me a month because I'm in Canada. In the U.S., you get these real quick, but in Canada, it took me a month. Hey, Guitar Man 45, how are you? So while Don is in here, just a reminder. This morning, our latest invitational, it's not a competition, okay? Our latest invitational jam, I put mine out this morning. I had one person say they were going to do it. I think Mitch is going to do it, Don's going to do it, and Scott Ruse is going to do it. So, yeah, make sure you jump on that. Check out the video that I put out earlier today. The link, yes, the link to Quentin is in the description. I even went and checked. It's in there. Just go to the description of the video. There's the link. It's an A minor, everybody's favorite key, so you can go crazy on that. Papa Blue, how's it going? Actually, let me do this. I'm going to pull up. There we go. I'm just going to use the YouTube chat. There we go. Perfect. It worked this time. Quentin hasn't learned about TVR. Yeah, so I'm going to do a few songs today, and basically it's about playing a little bit tonight. And as I said, I won't be doing these very often. Hopefully, I might get one or two more in, and then I'm back to gigging, folks. I believe my first gig is either August the 8th or August the 9th, so that's only a couple of weeks away, and then I've got two already in September, so hopefully the gigs will start coming. We're reaching out, and it's been kind of cool because we've been away for a year and a half, and when we contact bars, they remember who we are, which is cool because it's been a year and a half, and two, they want us back, so that's an awesome thing. So hopefully we'll be able to fill the calendar for the rest of the year and keep going, and because that's my whole reason for playing is doing gigs. For me, that's like the whole thing. It's all about playing shows. TVR, is that a new Helix or something? You did a live play along with, yeah, you didn't have to play along with me, Quentin. You just had to look at the description. Let me know if you guys can hear the guitar. Give me a 1. It's probably pretty low in the mix, but let me know if you can hear it. Stream the gig. I don't know if I'll be doing that anymore, Guitar Man 45, because it always turns into a shit show when I do it. Hey, Dan in New Jersey, how are you? Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, what I might do instead is maybe 1 but low. Okay, I expect it to be low. I gotta have it low for this first song, and then I'll crank it for the other two. But as long as you can hear it, I know it's working. But what we might do instead of streaming the gigs is recording them and then putting clips up. So I might do that. Yeah, I might do that. So we'll see. Alrighty, so hope everybody's doing well. Happy Saturday. It was a miserable day here today. It was all piss and rain all day. It was horrible. And I think we're getting more of that tomorrow. So hopefully you guys had better weather and a better Saturday than we did here. You can hear it, but it's low. Hey, James. Yeah, it's low for this first song. So then I'll turn it up for the other ones, and then you guys will hear it better. Even though I always come to you and you never check out my new stuff. Rick, I am sub to your channel. So I don't know why. I mean, your stuff's maybe not coming up in my feed for whatever reason. I'm not neglecting you. I generally look on my feed, and if it's people that I know, or those are the first ones that I'll hit. But I will search out your latest, and I promise you I will check it out. Ever want to sell one of those Les Pauls? Not at the moment. I actually have a guitar for sale. It's not a Les Paul though. It's my Ernie Ball Music Man. I think most of you know already that this is my latest edition. This PRS CE. Did already a couple videos on this, and I think I did the last live stream with this one already. And yeah, so I need to offset the cost of this with that other. Whoa. Maybe I should move it down here. There's a G chord. I need to offset that by selling the Music Man. Yeah. So the reason why I have the guitar very low is because I was testing this out earlier, and for whatever reason, when I play this song, it's at a low volume, and if I turn up the guitar, you won't hear the song. You're only going to hear the guitar blaring. So, so let me do this one. So I always start these shows by doing a play along with one of my original songs. Yeah, Don, I plan on gigging with this. I'll talk more about this in a bit, but I took this to rehearsal and it works. It works for what I do. So definitely, I never get notifications and they vanish. You guys have that happening? Comments? No. That's weird, Rick. I don't know. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah. I've been playing the shit out of this thing. This, I think, is, I'm going to say, probably the most comfortable neck of all my guitars. This is definitely, if not the best, it's like the top 2 or 3. The neck on this is sick. It's a pattern thin. Alrighty. So, I usually start these. I do a play along with one of my original songs. Most of you in here already know I've got 12 original songs. They're available on all your streaming services. Just type in Guitar Hack. There's only one. And you'll see all these songs come up. And give them a listen. They're also on my originals playlist on my channel. If you watch them on my channel, you get to see the accompanying videos, which are really, really nice. And they're all done by, well, not all of them, but a lot of them were done by Sandra Picorni. So, but, all right, let me play this first one with you. This is the second one that I did. This is called Going Nowhere. So I'm going to do a play along with this, and then I got a couple other, and then I'll crank it a bit, and you can hear the guitar a little better. Every PRS neck feels great. Yeah, well, this one does for sure. All right, so here we go. There you go. Can't even play my own song right. So I hope you guys dug that. That was Going Nowhere. Check that one out. Download it. Listen to it many times. My grand total on DistroKid from all my original music, I'm up to $9.46. So, and that's all thanks to you guys. Appreciate that. All right, we got a few more people that popped in. Let's see here. Hey, Dwight, how's it going? Dwight, I hope you're feeling better, man. I understand you had some leg issues or something, but I hope you're doing better. So how'd that sound? Or it sounded? Oh, Dwight says it sounded great. You guys, was the guitar okay in that? Was it? Did you hear this? The guitar with the track, was that a good mix? Let me know. And now the guitar is louder, right? Cool. Yeah, so so Don was asking about gigging with this guitar. So it's funny, man. Like when you're playing like usually when I gig I use Les Pauls. Usually. Or well, I shouldn't say that. It's either a Les Paul, an SG, um, and when I go from an Les Paul to an SG, I don't have to tweak. Perfect mix. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. When I go Les Paul or I go SG, I don't have to tweak anything. Whatever sounds good with the Les Paul will sound good with the SG. There's minor tweaking involved. A Telecaster, there's a little bit of tweaking. I like using the Telecaster. The Telecaster though falls short on some of the chunkier stuff, but it does like 90%. But man, when I this thing, it going from that to this involves a lot of tweaking. So there's a lot of pedal tweaking that goes along, EQ tweaking because this is brighter, more bitey. The pickups are punchier. So I'm trying to get my ear used to this and my all my amp settings and pedal settings used to this, because when we go out there's like no time. It's like everything has to be set. You're at your parents' house recovering. You're out of the hospital. Okay, that's good to know, Dwight. Good, man. Hope you get better soon. Keep the RO, SG hollow body. Sell the rest. High. I have no interest in a high-end PRS. If you guys aren't familiar with PRS, this is the CE. This is the cheapest version that they make that has all American parts and American made. This is the only PRS I like. I haven't played any of the super high-end ones and went, wow, I gotta have this. Let's put it this way, if I had the money to blow on a high-end PRS, I would probably use that money and I would get another one of those. That's what I would do, just because when I'm spending that kind of money, that's what I would definitely do. Yeah. No interest in the high-end PRSs. This for me is. You guys can hear that now, right? It's much louder. S2 PRS are good as well. The only issue I have with that Guitar Man 45, if I bought one, I would swap out the pickups. I had the SE and it had the same pickups as the S2, and for me, I don't know, they're lacking. And when I had the SE, I gigged with it, and there were certain sounds that I wanted to hear that I just was not getting out of those pickups. There wasn't enough detail there. So I swapped the pickup. I don't have that guitar anymore. I friggin' modded the shit out of it and then I sold it. So somebody got a really good SE. Yeah, but listen to Easy Top all day today. You use whatever your drummer lets you use. It's funny, I took this. I have a drummer that is the guitar critic of the band. Well, mine anyway. And he tells me what he likes and what he doesn't like. And he can't stand my Ernie Ball, the one I'm selling, which is not why I'm selling it. It's got nothing to do with him. It's just the one, and I don't even want to sell it because it's damn good. But but this one, he didn't say a word. So him not saying a word, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't really care, but I just don't want to hear it if he's got a problem with it. But he didn't seem to have a problem with it on Thursday, so. Yeah, but Yeah, but so far I'm digging it. Like I said, the neck is probably the most comfortable neck that I have of any of my guitars thus far. Yeah, let me know if anyone's got any questions about this guitar, or if you want to hear another one as I go through. I've got a couple of other tracks lined up, both from Dopez, or Dopez. If you guys are looking for really good backing tracks, I think he's probably my favorite guy for backing tracks. Just check him out. It's Dopez. Backing tracks, and it's got rock stuff, he's got heavy metal stuff, he's got melodic stuff, blues, all kinds of stuff. Still having a hard. That's a hard lick to play because you got to play the. You always got to keep hitting the open E, so it's. That thing has a lot of frets. Yeah. The other cool thing about it is when you're playing like the high A up here, you know, like what is that? 12, 15th, 17th fret, 19th fret, like. You can get right up there, you know. It's you got really good access, you know. And if I'm up here on a Les Paul, you know, because you got the heel joint. I've seen guys take their thumb. I can't do this, but they take their thumb and they put their thumb underneath like that to avoid the heel joint, and they play like that. I still keep my thumb behind, but I'm just like, basically I got my thumb behind the what do you call it? The block, and I'm trying to play around it. And I've got really small hands, so it's pretty hard. Oh yeah, upper axis, and every note, like, you know. I don't think I've ever been that high. The highest I've been on this, I think, is here. It's about the highest I've been on this thing. So what you're hearing, if anyone's curious, that's my $40 K-Line Pure Sky pedal. That's a $40 drive pedal I'm using. And I'll switch over to a much more expensive pedal, which is this one. That pedal costs about 6 times more than the first one you heard. Yeah. Yeah, there's my copyright strike for the night. Hey Zach, how's it going? Yeah, so you know, I mean, I don't work for PRS, but I can't say enough good things about this guitar. Just really good. I mean, you know, I grabbed the RO after playing this for like a week, and that is a lot more of a struggle to play than this. I can play on this actually a lot easier. This kind of streams is it makes me want to go jam. Grab your guitar, man. Grab your guitar, sit in front of the computer. Let me know if anyone's got any requests for different guitars. And if there are no requests, I will bore you with some more music. I got 2 more tracks here lined up. Been on for almost a half an hour. I usually get people shouting out bands or riffs. Hey, Laz, how's it going, man? Hey, Nelson, how's it going? What's going on, big dog? Yeah, that's that newfangled young guy language. Big dog, hey, boss, what's going on? AC/DC? Do any more than that. Copyright strike. Yeah, some thumbs up. Thanks, Nelson. Yeah, so like I said, I'll be able to maybe knock one or two more of these Saturday night ones. Then they're going to become sporadic because I will be playing in front of people in about when's August 3rd? Is it 2 weeks or August 8th? 2 weeks or 3 weeks away? I think it's 3 weeks away. Yeah, so right now they're talking about outdoor, but I think they're opening up the bars now, so we may actually be able to play inside. So those outdoor gigs might be indoor gigs. And the weather we've been having, it's either really humid or it's raining. And lately it's been more raining than anything, so hopefully those outdoor gigs will become indoor gigs. The guitar sings. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Here's the thing that freaks me out. A lot of folks, they'll swap out these pickups because they don't like them. A reason I bought it is because these pickups, I absolutely love them. Oh, poor you and sucks for us. I'm out watching a band and glad I'm not home. Seeing live music. No worries, Janice. Zach's just chilling at home. Alrighty, so let me pull this. This one is actually Don. We'll give this one a listen. Tell me if you like this next one that I'm gonna do. It's a hard rock song. And it's in it's hard rock and it's in D minor. So I don't know, it might be a little too heavy for you. I don't think it's that heavy. I mean, for me anyway, it's not super heavy, but it might be something that you might want to you might want to give a listen to. All right, let me try another tune here. So hopefully I won't shit the bed on this one. Hey, Edwin Crane, how are you? Shh, quiet, everybody. Edwin Crane's sleeping. All right, hopefully I won't shit the bed on this one because it's in D minor. So we'll see how it goes. Man, that's a workout. I just destroyed my hand. Yeah, hit a lot of bum notes in that. That was on D minor, and I kept friggin' going to A. Anyways, all right, let me see who else joined us. So Edwin, welcome. Pelican J, how's it going? Played Olympia Wa. Not sure what you mean there, Pelican J. BB Made, how's it going? The sound of French free music, pure Canada hard rock. I just knocked this guy out of tune. Yeah, knocked it out of tune. New strings. Hey Josh, welcome to the channel. Do I listen to Queensryche? No, I don't. No, Queensryche is not. Hey, Mr. Rock. Not for any reason. Like I just, it's one of those bands that I just never really got into. I should though, because all the other stuff I like, I should really like Queensryche, because it ticks all the boxes of bands that I like. But for whatever reason, I've never listened to any Queensryche. Hey, Cushman, how's it going? Yeah. This thing is, like I said, man, I'm super happy with it. Super happy with it. The last tune I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to that because it's a blues song. But it's not a typical blues. It's got some interesting changes in it. So, yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. I just totally ripped my hand apart doing that song. It's too many, I can't play fast. I can't play fast anymore. Those days are gone. And so when I try to do it, or I try to do it for a long period of time, my hand starts to cramp up. I got the olds, as Pete Pardo would say. I do like to throw on little speed bursts, but that's about all I can do. Yeah, it knocked me out a little bit, yeah. Yeah, there's Jeff K. How's it going? First 4 Queensryche albums are killer. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should give Queensryche a shot. Oh, you like Unmasked? I love Unmasked. I think that's a great album. That's a bad version of Torpedo Girl off of Unmasked. That's a tricky riff for me to play. I always had a hard time with that one. First 4 Queensryche records. Okay, I'm definitely gonna give those a try. Right now, I'm in the midst of listening to the entire ZZ Top catalog. So next month, every month I do a show with Pete Pardo and Martin Popoff, and we do ranking shows. The next band that we have lined up is ZZ Top. So I'm currently listening to the entire ZZ Top catalog, and I'm going to whittle it down to 5. Number 1 Extreme album. So I was the odd one out. Quentin, both Pete and Martin picked 3 sides to every story. I picked their most recent one, which most people don't even know exists. It's a record called, it's a Portuguese word, Saudades do Rock. Saudades means like nostalgic memories of rock. It's basically what an English translation. And I love that record, man. That every cut, it's like there's so many. That record has got hooks on top of hooks. I mean, all the songs are super catchy. It's got great playing on it, great singing, melodies, harmonies. It's just a fantastic record. Scott Roos, how's it going? Operation Mindcrime was a masterpiece. Yeah, I'll have to give that I never, for whatever reason, there's there's a few bands that came out like Marillion was another one that I never listened to. I don't know. They just when they came out, I was just in other stuff. So then they kind of passed me by. Yeah, that's why I asked you to play some ZZ Top. And Quentin, I started off doing the. I always have a hard time with this riff. I love that song. Just got paid. Yeah. Saw them open for Metallica on the Injustice for All tour. You saw Queensryche open up. Yeah, Josh, I have heard of Dokken. So I'll tell you a little. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Quentin, but you do. You gotta keep. You gotta use it's a pedal tone off the low E. Yeah, like I'm in Canada, and Dokken up here, even in their heyday, never got a lot of airplay. So there's, I didn't. Like, Dokken wasn't a thing up here, honestly. I mean, I'm sure there's Canadians that love Dokken, but they have to go and seek it out because it wasn't on the radio here. So I don't really, Dokken's another band that I'd have to go, like, search them out. Queensryche, on the other hand, got a lot of airplay up here, but Dokken, no. Bobby Lopes, how are you, man? Bobby, that stuff you've been posting with, I guess that's your band. That stuff's awesome, man. Keep posting that stuff. It was the last gig of the tour. Metallica sprayed Silly String all over Queensryche on their last song. Oh, cool. They must have got along on that tour then. There's Dave. What's up, Dave? Dave Staruni. My cousin played in a band in high school with Don. Oh, really? Cool. I'm Not a Dream Warrior. What is that, a Dokken song? Josh, how hard is it to play guitar? Well, I still suck at it, and I've been doing it, or trying to do it for, I don't know, since I was seriously trying to do it since I was in my 20s, and then I didn't play for 12 years, and then I came back to it. But yeah, it's for me, I'm not a natural at it. I really got to work at it. So, but yeah, but I don't want to discourage you from. I don't want to be all negative. No, don't play guitar. It's too hard. If you want to do it, if it's anything you want, you'll work towards it, and you'll eventually be able to do it. Brian Spalding, how's it going, man? I don't know. We got this whole chat is basically filled with guitar players, so that's my take on it. I'm sure, Josh, other people in here have different opinions on that. What's easier to play, bass guitar or electric guitar? Well, the difference between a bass guitar and an electric, or this, is a bass guitar has only got 4 strings on it. Some guys will play 5-string basses, but let's say for argument's sake 4 strings, and you're not doing chords. You're playing a lot of single notes. That doesn't necessarily make it easier, though. Like, like I can pick up the bass and play stuff on it, but that doesn't make me a bass player. It's a whole mindset. It's a whole different approach to the instrument, right? So I don't know if I'd say bass was easier than guitar. I don't know. Michael B., how's it going? But if you want to get in a band, be a bass player, because everybody and their nephew plays guitar, or tries to. Yeah. It takes too much time, your wife will hate you. Yeah, it's called a pursued interest. Yeah. It's a pursued interest. And then once you start playing guitar, then if you're like most people, you get so obsessed with the gear that you spend more time looking at YouTube videos and reviews of different amps and guitars and instead of practicing. And that's that's a common thing that most people fall into. I love Ace Frehley guitar playing. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I'm a big Ace guy. Ace is the reason I picked it up. Ace is the reason for me playing guitar and the reason for my obsession with Les Paul guitars, which are his guitar of choice. Yeah, Ace is awesome. Yeah. There's a little Hard Times for you. It's an Ace song. True bass players and drummers are much harder to find. Yeah, real bass player, yeah. Somebody who actually wants to play the bass and got good at it instead of a frustrated guitar player. I totally get that, yeah. Michael B plays bass. Yeah, Michael B plays bass, that's right. And he sings backup. There you go. Ace is the reason, period. Edwin Crane, you're an Ace guy? You love the Ace Frehley solo album? Pretty rockin'. Yeah, Ace's solo album is pretty good. So that's Rip It Out, I think, off his solo record. Ace is the place. Don't matter if you suck, if you own the PA. That's right. Yeah, what Brian Spalding is saying about bass is what I was trying to convey, yeah. The Fall Crow, how's it going, man? How you doing? Ace for all your hardware needs, sure. So when you start gigging, is it all local Canada? Yeah, Guitar Man 45. I'm just a bar band guy. I mean, we play in what we call the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto Area. I think these 3 gigs that we're doing are all like in the Greater Toronto Area, or we'll go like maybe an hour north of here, or an hour west of here, or east of here, but always. Yeah, we're not like one of these really, really high-end cover bands that, tours and stuff. No, not even close. We just a little bar band. Yeah. Yeah, I wish those days are long gone, man. Just got home from a long ride on my scooter. Oh, guess you got the good weather there, Fall Crow. Wait, Gene and Paul traded Ace and Peter? Yeah. We changed the guitar game though, Ace. I don't think he changed the guitar game. He was basically wasn't doing anything. He wasn't breaking any new ground. I think Ace's big contribution is a lot of guys that saw him were inspired to play. So he got a lot of people playing guitar just based on his character and whatever. I mean, famous people, right? A lot of like Dimebag Darrell, rest in peace, has got an Ace tattoo on his friggin' chest. There's a lot of guitar players that were inspired. John Five is another one. I mean, there's thousands of them. Lenny Kravitz, I think, also was another one. But there's a lot of guys that picked up instruments because, well, not just Ace, but Kiss, but guys that wanted to play lead guitar. Anthrax is another band. there's a lot of bands that wouldn't maybe not existed had it not been for Ace. So in that way, that I think that was his thing. He just inspired a lot of people to play, including myself. You know, theatrically influencing. Well, the whole band was, right. But Ace specifically, I think it was just more. He got people to pick up guitars. Just like Jimmy Page got people to pick up guitars, or anybody from the 70s, right? I'm actually going to be doing a show probably in the next week or two where I'm going to count down my 10 favorite Ace Frehley guitar solos. That'll be a solo show. I'm going to probably put that up in the next week or two. But one thing about Ace Frehley, people, shit on him because he's not, super technical or flashy or any of that. But man, that guy could write a guitar solo with the in the blues rock, because that's basically what he was. He was a blues rock player. He did a lot with those notes, man. He wrote some of the best guitar solos. I've been listening to these solos since I was 10, and they're still like, I hear them and they're like, man, that's so note perfect. He's got a lot of them. He was really back in the 70s, in the Kiss days, before he totally blew out his brain. He was, man, that guy could come up with a lead, man. He's still one of my favorite players in terms of playing a solo for the band, playing a solo that fits. So as far as an influence for me, whenever I'm playing a lead, I'm always trying to make it fit, and I'm always playing to the song. Not in spite of the song, but to the song. Oh, you guys do shock me. Wow. Sorry, guys. Somebody's emailing me. I guess we're going to have to listen to the Flintstones theme for a while. That's so hard. He bends the F sharp to the G. The guy's got friggin' dinosaur fingers who can do that. Yeah. I think for me it was a combination of Ace Frehley, Eddie Van Halen, and Ted Nugent that made me pick up guitar. Yeah. Yeah, when I think of guitar players, I seen Kiss in the late 90s, still blew my mind. When I think of guitar players, I think of guitar player. For me, Eddie Van Halen is like a demarcation point. There's the guys before Eddie, and then there's the guys that came after Eddie. The guys that came before Eddie were, the guys that came, the blues rock guys. Guys like Joe Perry, Brad Whitford, Ted Nugent, Ace Frehley, any of those guys, BTO, any of those bands, and they all played like basically, blues scales over rock, but guys like Randy Bachman, of course, played it at a much higher level because he knows his shit. But a lot of them were in that vein, right? But they weren't doing like crazy techniques. There wasn't a lot of whammy bar and tapping and that kind of thing going on. And not saying it didn't, not on any record, but overall. And then after Eddie, then all these techniques came into play, and the finger tapping and the whammy bar and all that shit. That all those guys post Eddie that were like playing, basically the super technical, right? And then there's the super technical guys. Some guys, that's all they were. They weren't musical. They were just technical, And then you had other guys that took the, and Eddie being one of them. His stuff was super technical, but also very musical. But unfortunately, there's a lot of guys that just relied on that and couldn't really play a melody or a catchy solo to save their life, right? For me, my favorite guitar player post Eddie that incorporated all those technical, techniques and is extremely musical. And he's my favorite. I'm not saying he's the best, because that's, That's subjective, but he's my favorite is Nuno Betancourt. That's a guy who's got all the technical flash, all the techniques, but man, that guy can play music, and he plays to the song. And he's a super musical guy, and he's a song guy, and he writes great tunes, and this guy's got riffs coming out of his yin yang. That's my favorite post Eddie guy. Is Nuno, But again, that's subjective. All roads lead to Eddie. Yeah. Well, not anybody, but most guys in the 80s, those roads lead back to Eddie. Guys in the 70s, those roads lead back to, I don't know, Hendrix, Clapton, Jeff Beck, Pete Townsend. Because when you ask like the 70s guys who their heroes were, they're naming those guys from the 60s. And the guys from the 80s, they're going to name Eddie Van Halen and whoever else. Yeah, Nuno is fluid as hell. Yeah, super musical. Super. Frampton, yeah. See, Frampton would be a before Eddie. Jimmy Page would be a before Eddie. Yeah, those guys were influences too on a lot of the 70s guys. Am I a fan of Boston? Oh yeah, I love Boston. I forgot to mention on our interview how a great songwriter you are, Hack. Oh, thank you so much. You write great riffs and songs, man. Well, much appreciated. And again, folks, I've got 12 songs. They're available on all your streaming services. Type in Guitar Hack. There's 12 of them. I played one of them today in this show at the beginning. Go there and listen to them. If you want to see the accompanying videos, because there's some cool videos that go with them, then watch them on my playlist on my channel. You'll see a playlist of original music. And some of those videos Sandra did, and they're out. Sandra Picorni, if you don't know who she is, she does some really great video work. If you want to see the accompanying video and see her work, then check them out on my channel. But yeah, listen to my music. That'd be much appreciated. If you feel the need, buy a couple of songs. I think 9 of them. Yeah, 9 of them are instrumental, and there is 3 that have vocals on it. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not the best singer, but I think the music underneath it's pretty good. Yeah, the debut album, Boston's debut, is one of the greatest records of all time, man. Yeah, Tom Scholz is great. Yeah, Tom Scholz would be, again, another great player before Eddie. Yeah, Sandra is great, yes. Dan, you're the second person asking me that about streaming gigs. So, I used to stream my live shows, my bar shows. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. And actually, I stopped doing that. Even before COVID, I stopped doing that. But what I might do maybe is if we record some gigs, and then maybe I'll upload them to the channel. Because I've got a playlist of live music on my channel, which is the 2 bands that I'm in. So if you want to check that out, I might do that. The reason we don't want to do it is just the sound quality. It's just and the picture quality is usually pretty crappy because, you're in a bar and it's, where do you put your phone to pick up everything? You're behind the PA, all you hear is blaring guitar. Like, it's just not good. Yeah, Brad Delp was the singer in Boston. He was awesome, yeah. B.B. King, Albert, yeah, those guys, those blues guys, those guys were the influences to the guys I mentioned earlier, like your Jimmy Page and Pete Townsend and Eric Clapton and all those blues guys, Jeff Beck. That was there. It's always like 10 years sooner, It's kind of how it goes. Yeah, and if anyone is interested, there's in supporting the channel other than the music, there's hats. I got t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and all that. There's the links are below for that. Anything that you guys are willing to do will definitely help out the channel and help me improve the look and the sound and all that kind of stuff. All right. Okay, we're at 11 o'clock. I'm going to switch guitars, and hopefully I have something left in my hands. Again, the backing tracks I'm using are from a gentleman named Dopez, D-O-P-E-Z, and you should check him out. He's got some great backing tracks, and they're my favorite. I mean, you know, instead of looking blindly for backing tracks now, I just go to this guy, you know, and I usually grab one of his because they're always good and they're like songs. You know, if you like, I mean, just speaking for myself, with backing tracks, I don't like the backing tracks where somebody's playing like 4 chords for 10 minutes. You know, that doesn't really, I mean, if you're just learning your scales, that might be okay. But if you want to really, you know, listen and try to, you know, have some kind of melody in your playing and, you know, picking notes and trying to play along with the music and trying to be creative, I generally like backing tracks that have an A and a B section, and you know, there's some meat there. You know, I call it musical meat. You know, instead of just the same 4 chords continuously. So, anyways, that's the guy that I use because all his songs are like that. They're like songs. They're not just, you know, I'm going to play these chords for 10 minutes. So, all right, let me put this down and grab the Les Paul. And now for something completely different. And this is already it's like, oh, this is so big. You're working? Okay, Scott, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I'm going to look for your track coming up soon. Boston, without them, no Dream Theater. Yeah, you know, everything begets the next generation. Who's the backing track guy again? I'll see if I can. I'll type in the name. You just do a search on that, and you'll find him. Okay. So this is actually the second one I did, the fast hard rock one that killed me. That was Dopez. This one is also a Dopez. So I'll try to do something interesting here, and yeah, hopefully I won't kill any brain cells trying. No worries, Brian. There you go. So another nice, slow, bluesy one. But that one had a little bit of, it was a blues, but it had some nice changes in it. And that's what I like. I like the changes. Okay, just getting caught up here. Actually, let me do this, because this is a lot easier to see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, noodle some over some of Dopez's stuff for sure. Okay, just getting caught up here. Okay. Guitar sounded okay. You guys heard that all right? Nice and warm, Rick says. Thanks. So the guitar, your guitar sounded good then. Sounds great. Okay, perfect. Sorry, Rick, but when someone calls me a show off, I have to laugh. What am I showing off? My lack of ability? You should hear Brian Spalding play. I'm embarrassed to play in front of that guy. Thanks, Cushman. Appreciate it. So these backing tracks, again, are from that gentleman Dopez. But if anyone wants to give a shot at playing over backing track and post it, Don and I every couple of weeks, at least once a month, we'll post a backing track, and we're calling it Invitational Jam, and we both have a go at it. The most recent one, I just did it. It went up, I think it went up this morning. Okay, it's called Invitational Jam in A minor. If you go to the description, the link is there. Click on the link and give that track a try. It's an A minor, everybody's favorite, right? Because we all learn our pentatonics in A minor. Usually, it's where I learned it first. And give it a go. Give it a go and see how it sounds. All right, let me know if anyone's got any last-minute questions or requests. Again, if you want to help support the channel, folks, there's links below for hats, t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, all that kind of stuff. There's PayPal down there as well. That would be much appreciated. Below that is, forgot to mention, I have a Guitar Hack Facebook page and a Guitar Hack Facebook group. And today, actually, I posted a really cool song that I hadn't heard in ages. It's believe it or not, ZZ Top. It's an instrumental song. It's called "Asleep in the Desert." It's from the Tejas record. I put that on my Guitar Hack Facebook page because it's amazing. You would never think that's Billy Gibbons, but that's Billy Gibbons. Amazing guitar player. But there's also a Guitar Hack group where anybody can post anything they want. You got upcoming stuff you want to announce. Go on the Guitar Hack Facebook group and post that. And there's also, I'm on Instagram as well. Not as often, but my Instagram link is down there. And there's also an email. Modes for harmonic minor and whatnot. I never got that far. I appreciate it, Bobby. And welcome, Bobby Clipper. I don't know any of those. Like, I'm so limited in what I do. All I know is, major and minor key stuff. So, like, that's it. So, I'll play, like the modes built off the major key. But any of those, like, altered or weird scales or manufactured scales, like harmonic minors or whole tone scales or half tone scales or, that's all that stuff. That's Ingve territory. That's Quentin James territory. That's well above my pay grade. I can barely play in a bar band and knock off a couple of solos. I used the Force to play guitar. I'm still a lifelong student of the guitar. There's always something to discover. I still have it, a Steve Stein course that I'm kind of working on. I tried to sneak an arpeggio in there, but then I ran out of room. But I'm trying to incorporate arpeggios now into my solos, so that's like the newest thing that I'm trying to do. And if you listen real close on the last one I did, if you count, there's 3 arpeggios in there. 3! I put 3 in there, damn it. You know, if I got enough time, I'll do an arpeggio. Plus, if I run out of ideas, arpeggio is kind of good to fill in space. I just play random notes and fix it all with auto-tune. All right, folks, I've been on here for almost an hour and 20 minutes. I want to thank you. We got 32 in here. This is awesome. Thank you for sharing this Saturday night with me. Look for on the channel upcoming. If you're a Kiss fan, I'm going to be doing a countdown of Ace Frehley, my favorite top 10 Ace Frehley solos. In a couple of weeks, look for a ranking show, ZZ Top 10. And in 2 weeks, I'm still not gigging, so I'll probably be doing one of these hangouts again in a couple of weeks on a Saturday night. I usually don't announce them because honestly, up until about an hour before I hit the go live, I'm not sure if I even want to do it because I just feel like I'm just gonna shit the bed. So anyway, that's imagine me gigging for the first time. Holy shit, I gotta know 50 songs. So anyway. But yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out. You guys rock. Have a great rest of your day. Check out the Invitational Jam video that went up today. And check out my original music. Any streaming service, just go Guitar Hack. There's 12 songs there. All right, good night everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you soon. Cheers.